Have their chances, 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Rose with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Now here's Rose. He's got 19. The game now all-time. Rose has got 21.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess. Huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
Now here's Jackson, following the miss by Derrick Rose. And that is good. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
From deep three-point range, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Thunder lead by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And we got a close game here as we get back to the... second quarter. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
Well, another thing that's immediately gone right for them is their three-point shooting.
Rose, he's checked in for Aaron Brooks. Heinrich and Rose, the guards. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Butler in the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. That is good.
Now, the way this defense is playing out there, I mean, they might as well not be there. That's 5 straight wide open threes.
Yeah, and that's way too many. I mean, typically teams will get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open threes, but they just haven't figured it out yet.
Well, what was supposed to be the triumphant return for Derrick Rose a year ago quickly turned into another nightmare season. Finally returning from that torn ACL in the 2012 playoffs, he managed only 10 games before tearing the meniscus in his other knee. Just devastating. We obviously hope that Rose can come back and put in a full season.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, gentlemen, Serge Ibaka is now a two-way presence. Of course, an intimidating shot blocker, but also a great complementary piece offensively. Kevin Durant said he's a guy that excels playing off of others. He gives himself up, sets great screens. He shifts the defense with his hard rolls to the basket, and you have to respect his jumper. Kevin, back to you.
He stretched his range out beyond the arc, Doris. Thanks. Kicks it to Robertson. Second shot opportunity.
Now, normally that's a shot people make, but that's not really his bread and butter there.
Boy, you take a look at Rose, who was extremely patient and trying to get back to being on the court, and then he fell victim to another devastating knee injury. A terrific blow for him personally and certainly for the team and the city. But fortunately, the surgery did manage to keep all of his meniscus, which provides a better prognosis as we move forward.
No good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Collison, the pass to Westbrook.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Westbrook's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Rose gets a wide-open look. Heinrich outside. He feeds it to Rose. There's the three.
Now that's great technique there, shielding his man off and keeping him off the glass.
Looky here. How about that one? That play. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. You put it on a platter for him.
He sure did. And how about the touch on the finish, too? That was really nicely done.
Westbrook drives in. And Roberson kicks to Morrow. Fires the three. The rebound by Gibson.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And that's the only way to stop him, Clark. The defender has to be all over him with a hand in his face.
You know, Steve, a lot of teams look at this Thunder franchise as a model, of how to go about building a team that can compete for a title through the NBA draft.
Well, it's a good model to follow, but you need some luck, Kevin. I mean, Kevin Durant fell into their lap. If they don't get the second pick in the lottery, and if Greg Oden doesn't go first to Portland, none of this happens. So, yeah, great planning, and they've had a terrific effort to put all this together, but it really comes back to getting Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. Dunleavy's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. Chicago making a switch here. Rose is checked in. From deep. It's hauled in by Adams.
You know, going back to touch again on the Thunder, really you couldn't have asked for a better scenario for a small market team to put together a roster like this. I mean, your core pieces, your cornerstone pieces, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, are all relatively young in their careers and seem to enjoy playing for each other. So they're going to be good for a long time.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
55 seconds left in the second quarter. And here's Rose outside. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Well, they did have to deal with some small market repercussions, though. The Thunder, I'm talking about, they couldn't afford to pay James Harden. They had to make that trade. But I think they've dealt with it really well. They've added some nice pieces, and the Thunder, obviously, still one of the elite teams in the NBA.
Steve Adams. That's his first.
Well, you look at Jeremy Lamb, physically 6'5", almost a 7-foot wingspan, jumps well. He's got all the tools to be special at both ends of the floor.
Second free throw, no good.
And for Lamb, really the only physical knock is that he needs to continue to get stronger, get friendly in that weight room. He's still under 200 pounds, and his high center of gravity means he can tend to get pushed around a little bit, but that's nothing that strength won't eliminate. So the weight room has to be his friend.
Ejuan Moore is checked in for Chicago.
He had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
It's Jackson with the drive. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Jackson's got 6.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks. You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
Here's Adams. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Up in time. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
Well, he created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And I'll tell you what, he was smart with his shot making, too. He really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game. And it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Backcourt tandem, Westbrook and Jeremy Lamb. Durant outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. And it's Adams in at the center. Lamb dishes to Durant. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Durant's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
You know, the NBA is a talent league, and it's hard to win in the NBA without superstar talent. And the Thunder are fortunate to have 2 superstars in Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Those 2 give them a chance to win no matter who they're facing up against or where they're playing.
Rose gets a wide open look. Butler on the way. Noah kicks to Rose. From deep. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And you look at the star challenge for Oklahoma City. The eternal what if. Steve, how would this team be different if they'd held on to James Harden?
Well, that's the question. I mean, to have 3 superstars, they would have been unstoppable offensively. As it is, they're hard enough to guard. But, you know, that's a question that will remain, you know, forever unanswered.
Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Russell Westbrook.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Here's Westbrook. Following the score by Derrick Rose. Here's Durant. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Dunleavy's got his 3rd rebound tonight. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And that's a shot you can't pass up. He should knock that down.
The wide open look for Durant. Hits it from 3-point range. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond the arc here in the second half. You look at the percentages. Good numbers.
Just what the pharmacist prescribed. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they keep it up.